Kyle CORR said, Kamig Pyoro.
Hi, Kyle. This is gonna be a short stream. Then maybe I'll be back later tonight. Maybe. Also, the bitrate might be messed up.
Good evening. I'll see you later. Yo! Well, you see... Woo! Oh! From me to you. Good night.
Yo!
Kyle, the December 3rd is coming up soon. That's the date you told me the important dialogue waits.
Kyle CORR said. The date is coming.
Alright, get ready to tell me when it happens.
Kyle CORR said. You'll know when it happens. Kyle CORR said. You just have to make the right decisions for it or you get the bad end.
Like, it sounds easy. It's probably gonna be something like fighting for the truth or something. Man, it really is Silent Hill. Kind of. Some people can see the Midnight Channel even when it's not raining.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Whoa! Where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
This girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses!
Whoa, it's all clear.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
Kyle CORR said. P4 the personas are cards, P5 they're masks. Comment what you think they are in 3.
Hats.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened. But all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right? I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets!
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her, or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
Kyle CORR said, I think Comet is gonna love what they used to summon personas in 3.
They're gonna use a PSP. That's
What's the matter?
no way. They can't just do a. That's some portable game device to summon a persona.
Kyle CORR said, do you wanna know?
No. Keep it a secret.
A Kotatsu?
I'll find out in 2030 when I play Persona 3.
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now?
In my deathbed.
I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new Kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a Kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that
Kyle
much juice would kill the
CORR
breaker the moment you tried to
said,
microwave something.
Comet's dying wishing P3 then he dies after he finishes it.
Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy,
Actinji
you shouldn't talk that way
said,
when Nanako-chan is
at
still
coming
fighting.
when will you play Resident Evil 4?
I don't know. I've never played a Resident Evil game, but I bought Resident Evil 5 for myself and Mario. But we haven't
Kyle
planned when to
CORR
play it yet.
said, a kotatsu is a heated table comet. Actinji said, you will like Resident Evil 4. Actinji said, a lot.
You guys.
Kyle CORR said, original or remake? Actinji
Sensei,
said,
I'm so touched.
I just got finished playing original.
Oh, maybe it will happen
Actinji
one day.
said,
It goes on sale
on
a
my
lot.
second playthrough now, it's so good.
I'll stay by your side until Nana-chan comes home, Sensei.
Actinji,
Oh, that's right. There's no one
said,
but you at your place.
it's $5 RN comped.
Oh yeah, I saw the Wario64 Twitter account said there was a Steam sale.
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Actingy
That's a great idea.
said,
I'm sure she'll be out of the
Actingy
hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come
Kyle
on.
CORR
Why would we do something like
said,
that?
I love that Crobecat made a really shit video on the Re4 remake, called him out on it. Kyle CORR said, everyone.
I don't know who Crobecat is. Crobecat.
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Junes overcharges for things.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
What's the real life equivalent of Junes? Is it some combination of Costco and Walmart? And Bed Bath & Beyond?
Kyle CORR said, he's that guy that fuels hate bandwagons for games with his cherry picking videos.
What? What did you just say?
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
Stay out of this!
Actingy said, Egbert.
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
Jack Frost doll. Maybe a Rosette doll?
That's not really for kids. It's still pretty cute. Just like the real thing.
Actingy said, Bloopy.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Kyle CORR said, come egg bird. Comet said, come egg LUL comet wing come egg come egg bird come egg waving come egg skate.
Of course.
Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh no, you're
Kyle
not! Are you
CORR
trying to send Nanako-chan back to
said,
the hospital?
Team Egbert versus Team Bloopy.
Zach really likes calling him Bloopy. Even though that's his international name.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay?
Actingy
Nanako-chan's condition suddenly
said,
got worse.
Egbert, alias Bloopy, alias Toto. Kyle CORR said, is Egbert the NA name?
Yeah, Egbert. That's what we call him in North America.
The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go!
Actingy said, what if Egbert was Vietnamese? Actingy said, or Filipino? Actingy said, would you still like him? Kyle CORR said, it's time Comet.
Well, if Egbert was Vietnamese, I guess I would put soy sauce on him.
Actingy
This fog is
said,
poisonous, isn't it? Isn't
make
it
braised
filled with
beef stew with
viruses?
him.
They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this! Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake,
Kyle
please
CORR
save Nanako.
said. Comment, this is the dialogue choices.
Okay, when it comes up, I'll take my time so that you could make sure I don't screw
We'll
up.
do our best.
But it'll probably
ask you to step outside.
It will probably be easy.
Nanako.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her?
I don't think this is it. This is not the dialogue option you're talking about, right? I mean, it's not the time. This one doesn't matter, right?
Kyle CORR said. It's with Namatame.
Oh.
Kyle CORR
like this?
said. Is the important ones.
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
Why are you asking that? Of course we're still here.
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wounds opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs, there's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh? You want to see that stuff so bad, we'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just show him. We'll stick our hand through the TV. It'll be easy.
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan. Daddy.
Kyle CORR said. It's getting serious.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Big Bro. I'm scared. Big Bro. Dad and Annie.
Kyle CORR said. Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
She can't be dead. There's gotta be some magic thing. Well, they don't know it yet, so it is sad. They could probably bring her back somehow.
We did everything we could.
Kyle
but we still
CORR
couldn't figure out what caused
said.
this.
If you wondering what that's from, it's U title from the fighting game.
Wait, his title? What does that mean? That's the whole... Like, when you enter a battle, it shows all of that?
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone?
Kyle CORR said. Yasuk's is Captain Ressentiment.
Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
Oh.
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame! Adachi-san said he was admitted to this
Kyle
hospital.
CORR said. Here we go.
You transported into the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect
Kyle
in the case!
CORR said. Dojima wants to kill him.
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved. I can't tell you that.
Just tell us where he is already. Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Yeah, hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's his room?
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only Teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave him permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's the only one in the world.
Call a doctor!
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai, and now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right.
Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
I was scared, so...
Kyle CORR said, "Not yet."
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow!
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self. And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing!
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
This... please! Stop! Huh? Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you?
Kanji.
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
That's... but...
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Cheer!
Oh, well, this is gonna be an easy decision. You're gonna give me an option to kill or not kill, and then I just say, don't kill.
Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But... Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
Just... push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
I think it's wait a second here.
Kyle CORR.
Yeah.
Said.
We don't
Wait
have
a
time
second
to wait.
here.
If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something. Does it matter now?
Kyle CORR. Said. We're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Kyle CORR. Said. Namadam's true feelings.
We just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand?
Kyle CORR. Said. Something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
Okay, this one I actually don't know. We're missing something, or he could escape via the TV. The other ones I didn't know either, but I was pretty sure. Lucky guessing.
Kyle CORR said, "Missing again."
Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Kyle CORR said, "Calm the hell down."
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan
Kyle
and Sengoku
CORR
Jima-san, we're
said,
not thinking straight
and
right
there
now.
you got true end comment.
Okay, thanks. Imagine if I screwed up, then I had to do this. No, there's no way I was gonna do a second playthrough if I screwed it up.
Fine.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this. I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago.
Kyle
I won't
CORR
deny that we were blinded
said,
by the heat of the moment.
"Marie social
trying
link
to
and that is
impute
the
all
only requirement for
responsibility
it."
to him rashly.
Well, I got it to 10 for Marie, but was there a specific thing you needed to say to her? No, Max. Max social link for Marie.
But yeah,
Kyle
the guy's not saying
CORR
anything.
said, "It was have it at 10."
Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them. Though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Kyle CORR said, "The romance her option is optional."
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
Do you not get caught off guard whenever the social link ranks up? It's like being flashbanged. The screen turns to complete white. Okay. Oh, they just did it again.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation. And their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room. So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano. Although, her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Where am I? Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital.
Alright, here's our prediction. Teddy's gonna sacrifice himself somehow to bring Nanako back.
That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say? Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do. Come on. Stop crying, you two.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Snow.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Welcome. It's been quite some time. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery? Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret? We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
There's a doorbell in a limo? Oh, maybe it was in real life. Because he was dreaming. Uh-oh, it's the murderer. Oh.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Junes?
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here. I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuro Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai? If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so? Warning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatome's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them. Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or
Kyle
kill?
CORR said, "The true killer is afoot."
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean... Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV, and yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then... it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild.
Said, "I didn't finish the VOD."
What even? Well, I'm only gonna play for another hour. And then I'll be back later tonight, maybe. Well, what happened so far was that after I defeated the guy in the shadow world, fog started coming in through the real world. And people started getting sick. And Nanako flatlined. But it was a fake out. She's still alive, but she's still sick. And there might be, the real killer is still out there. This guy, the guy we were fighting, was just an associate or something of the real killer.
Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Kyle CORR said, if you did the bad choices during that part, she does die. Comment.
Wow.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Oh yeah, and Teddy's gone into the shadow world, the other world, and they lost him. Oh, they don't know where he is.
Well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san.
An underscore artichoke
Disturbance in a hospital lobby after
said,
all. It sounds
I knew
serious.
Teddy was the true evil. An underscore artichoke said, the king of the shadows.
Well, you might be right about, he might have brought the fog over, but I don't know if that's true yet.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button.
Maybe it was
I'll leave
an
the rest to
accident.
you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly. Wow! There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
Alright, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Kyle CORR said, Lords of Shadow.
So I beat that boss without grinding, so now I'm worried if there's another boss that I'm going to be underleveled.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
Well, we know there's going to be another boss.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case.
But I don't know how hard it's going to be.
And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
Kyle CORR said, what level are you?
I don't know. I'll check when it gives me the option.
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there. They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Huh? Me?
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
I have no idea. I want to know that too. What are you talking about? I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water.
Does it feel wet?
I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown. I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered.
What? Kyle, you told me that that concert thing was added for this special golden version of the game. So I guess this is just new too.
But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home.
So in the original,
I must have
he
felt too guilty.
In the original, he didn't go to any concert. What am I saying?
But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
Said. New dialogue added for Golden.
I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, And I secretly believe myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime, and on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the Other World? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
Oh, I just noticed the sunburn or tan he has. Because he's a delivery guy. That means he must be wearing a hat and sunglasses that block out the sun on the top part of his face, but not the bottom.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones
Kyle
who know about that
CORR
world.
said. Delivery driver Ted.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Kyle CORR said.
Nanako-chan looks like she's
The
in
truth
pain.
shall set you free.
She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
country of Junis? I wonder how much treasure I have. There, so. Angry table. Some girl wanted something for a table, but I don't know if I can even do anything about that. I think I gotta grind next stream. Right now I'm just gonna talk to people in the town about the mystery.
Kyle CORR said, "What level are you?" Kyle CORR said, 54.
Is that good? Hold on, I gotta walk
Kyle
away from the computer.
CORR said, Yasuke at 19 Kamege LMAO.
Yeah, well, what can he do? He's a healer, but there are better healers on the team. And I stopped using Chie because Teddy's a better ice person. Ice persona user.
An underscore artichoke said, "Does the party not scale?" Kyle CORR said, "They only gain levels if you use them."
Yeah, they don't scale. But in Persona 5 Royal, the party members that you didn't use did level up, even if you didn't use them.
Kyle CORR said, "This is 2008.
I gotta try to get Yosuke to level 10. and Chie to 10. And Teddy. I wish I could have gotten Kanji higher. Because I actually used him during the battle, so he might have unlocked a better move to help me.
Kyle CORR said, "Did Comet ever use the scooter to the other city?"
How many cities are there? I don't think so. I've only been to one city. The one with the coffee place in the movie theater.
Kyle CORR said, "Okina." Kyle CORR said, "There's a clothing shop there you can buy costumes."
Is there another city besides Okina? Oh shit, I didn't mean to teleport here. I was still investigating at the town.
Kyle CORR said, "It's only Okina."
Okay, good. You made me think like I missed out. Missed out on another city. Because there's still an option to ride your scooter for a long time to increase your courage. I was thinking maybe there was another place I could unlock.
Kyle CORR said, "You should check the costumes." Kyle CORR said, "There." Kyle CORR said. Gas Mask Man.
Where to? Maybe the shop, Junis. Or the floodplain. Saw someone wandering around the shopping district. Yeah, why did you not tell me before? Oh man, I had to jog her memory. What? Why do I come here? There's never any helpful hint at the city.
Kyle CORR said. Crocofer is the costume shop.
Doesn't let me go in. City is never any help. Why do I come here? Maybe I missed something here. I don't think they want me to ask someone at the store, do they? Maybe he wants me to progress into the next day. Go into town and gather more facts. What else is there? Maybe at the shrine again?
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside. It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it. What's the matter?
Yosuke. Teddy. Maybe it's Teddy. No. Wait, no, it can't be Teddy. He felt guilt over Nanako's death. I mean, well, not she didn't really die. Who's Dachi was at his house. Muraoka.
Kyle CORR said, "There's only one person who did it."
Who's Kubo? Mitsuo Kubo. I forgot who that is. Man, I forgot all these names here. You're gonna put the blame on the basketball player? That's one of the options? Oh, this is the other athlete. Someone who can appear at their house. It's still... Adachi's the only one who's been to their house. I don't... Who are these... And I forgot all these other names already.
Kyle CORR said, "Comet Coffin."
Okay, let's go with Adachi. Or maybe it was that... Yeah, he's the only one who's been at his house. I mean, well, Dojima's house. I was about to say... the wife of Taro. But they never showed up at his house.
An underscore artichoke said, "It's Teddy."
Well, Teddy's been to their house too. But he felt guilt over Nanako. Even though that was...
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi.
Now I want to see how they would have responded if I said Teddy or the other names. I want to try all of them.
A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach.
Oh, is this...
It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports.
Is this it?
It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
What? Don't tell me, Kyle.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible.
What if you said Yosuke? How would he react?
But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
What? Oh.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Kyle CORR
Guard her?
said. Connect the dots.
He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but... It's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
He's the only guy who appeared at their house. Who isn't a team member.
Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering, you seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped. Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, Do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatami's the one who put them all in.
What did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said
An
even
_artichoke
the victims who survived and were
said,
never released to the public
pancakes.
are written.
What if that was the real... What if that was a running gag in Persona Mysteries? They figure out who the enemy is because of the stuff they suggested to eat. Like Akechi and the pancakes. And Akechi and... Boy, what's this... Adachi and what does he eat? Instant noodles.
And in response, your words were, "Wow, then that settles it." How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
We know he jumped into the TV. Why... Why drag it out?
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
Samsi Sajan said. This is like watching Blue's Clues with your little brother Artie just screamed he's in the TV, he's in the TV.
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
Or Dora the Explorer.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go tomorrow. I gotta end the stream soon.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
Is it really him, or are they gonna do another fake out where he's gonna reveal that maybe he was working for a demon or something? Alright, thanks for watching. I think I'll stream more of this
Artichoke
tonight.
Said. You'll probably face the god of TV after.
Damn it. I'm not looking forward to the boss battles. Okay, bye. I'll stream this later tonight. I said that like 5 times.
Comet said. Get a bye. Kyle CORR said. Comet waving. Comet said. Comet waving.